Here are two pineapple plants. I took the crowns off pineapples and grew one in a pot with a drainage hole, as you can see down there, and another pot without a drainage hole. And I usually, when I plant houseplants, I tend to prefer the pots which are glazed on the inside and have no drainage hole. These two are both glazed on the inside, but that one has a drainage hole and this one doesn't. Now, you want a pot that's glazed because the salts from the clay will tend to leach and contaminate the soil, and depending on your plant, it may not like that. But the reason why I don't prefer drainage holes is because a lot of houseplants are in small pots, so hence any water you put in there will dry out pretty fast. So a lot of times people kill plants because the plants never get enough water. These trays can only hold so much, and when the soil is dry, it just goes to the bottom and drains out. So hence, the plants never seem to get water. Now both of these, the soil is dry because I've been neglecting them. And as you see, I pour a little water and it goes down to the bottom really quickly. Usually when the soil is soaked a little bit, it can act as a better sponge, but when it's dry, it just goes right through. So most of the water gets lost down the bottom, and then you can only give it so much or else you're going to overflow and make a mess. So when you have a pot with a drainage hole, a lot of times some plants don't get enough water. You know, there are some species that don't need a lot of water, you know, like desert plants, but in general, most houseplants tend to be tropical, and they could use a little more watering than people are giving them. And when you don't have a drainage hole, you know, even if you tend to overfill by accident, because pots only hold so much water, most of the time it will dry out before it kills the plants. You know, it starts to dwindle and everything. So the reality is, if you don't have a drainage hole, it's even better for your tropical plants. You know, you have to sit and wait and hope it soaks up down there and then re-water. And naturally, you know, there's always this worry about root rot, but the reality is, because of the smaller pot size in a lot of houseplants versus if you have a big, nice, huge planter sitting on your deck or patio, you don't really need a drainage hole. They're useless and they result in underwatering your plants and leading to their demise. Anyway, I hope you found this information useful, and thanks for watching.